First, we've got to talk about all of those storms from last night and even some still going this morning. This is a live look inside Empower Field right now. We saw everything from lightning, hail, a lot of rain, and that led to damage all over from flooding to downed trees. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey Rose.
And I'm Drew Carney. Katie will have the full Friday forecast for us here in just a moment. But first, we want to bring in 9 News reporter Courtney Yoon. She's live in Centennial. Courtney, you found a home there that suffered some storm damage.
Yes, that's right. Good morning, Corey and Drew. So just looking around this area here, lots of leaves on the ground, branches and things like that. Not a ton of serious damage, but you can see behind me here this giant tree, this down tree that fell on this fence behind this home here in Centennial. Thankfully, there are no reports of serious injuries or damage related to the storms that came through yesterday, but a mess was certainly left behind. We also have some video from yesterday, so take a look here. Trees were uprooted by wind, branches and debris left homeowners with a lot to clean up. In southeast Denver, there was intense rain and rushing water in some areas. Others were also hammered by a lot of hail. So Holly Campbell says the tree in her backyard has been there for more than 4 decades. It came down on Thursday after storms came through parts of the Front Range.
It was probably planted here when the house was built, which was in 1983. And we've been here since 1999. Thank goodness there was no cars hit or affected and nobody hurt. That's the most important thing.
And Holly says at one point this tree was blocking Buckley Road here, and she says that the fire department, the sheriff's office, worked really quickly to clean that up and help drivers navigate around that tree. Live in Centennial, Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
Courtney, thank you. And we are tracking more storms in the forecast this Friday through the weekend. Thankfully, there yesterday, no one was hurt. But again, we do have the potential for some flooding, rain, gusty winds, and even small hail buildups with some of these stronger storm cells. It's a marginal risk, but it does include all areas shaded in green. Denver, just off to the west, the I-25 corridor south into the Aspen Acres burn scar as well. Somewhere we'll be specifically watching for later on today with the potential for flash flooding there. Now, live radar picture, it's drying out here across the state. Calm winds, mostly clear skies, still picking up a little bit of precipitation over the far southeastern corner of the state. This morning is slightly cooler, but around normal. We're starting off with temperatures in the low 60s, Castle Rock, a mild 65 degrees in Denver this morning with mainly 50s in the mountains. Your forecast for today, it will stay dry, some peaks of sunshine through midday, no hazardous weather to tell you about for the first half of Friday, but after 2 p.m. we do have a good chance thunderstorms likely, and they'll develop pretty quickly. So gusty winds, you hear that rumble of thunder, it's a coming. Right around 4 o'clock, you can see out near the airport, downtown Denver, Centennial, Aurora, much of the metro area, and then Eastern Plains will be watching for tonight. We'll look ahead at some of these rain totals and the wet weather pattern, Brianna, that will stick with us through the weekend coming up.
Katie, thank you so much. Happy Friday, everyone. A live look right now for anyone taking I-25 right near Bellevue Avenue. No issues to report if you're heading south or northbound this morning. You can see traffic very light. A lot of people definitely should take advantage because this is not what we're going to see later on this morning, right around the 6 o'clock hour when we are going to start to see that bumper-to-bumper traffic. So I want to switch things over to our main maps, get to your drive times real quick. Southbound I-25 from 144th down to I-76, only 8 minutes. And then you have the green light not looking bad at all for anyone taking 270 in the Commerce City area, only 5 minutes.
Morning, Brianna. Thank you. United Airlines says one of its flights from Denver to San Diego underwent a security sweep after someone found a bullet on board. The airline says the bullet was discovered before the flight took off Thursday afternoon. They say security personnel cleared the plane and then it went on its way. 178 passengers and 6 crew members were on board.
A judge sentenced the owner of a Denver barbecue restaurant that was seized last year for not paying taxes. Jarrett Leonard received a 30-month sentence and 2 years of supervised release after pleading guilty to fraud, among other things. He was also ordered to pay nearly $3 million in restitution. His employees shut down AJ's Pit Barbecue last year while Leonard was out of the country, claiming taxes were deducted from their paychecks but were never reported to the government. That's when the state seized the business.
State health leaders are demanding the ICE detention center in Aurora turn over records related to a tuberculosis case there. Colorado's Department of Public Health and Environment gave Geo Group, the company that runs the facility, until Monday to provide information to state inspectors so they could investigate the case. The case was reported back in June. The Department of Homeland Security says the person was isolated, treated, and deported. Since then, investigators say they have not been allowed inside to determine the scope of the health concern. The order requests a list of individuals of confirmed or suspected cases of TB identified since June 1st, people who may have been in contact with the infected person, and more information about that person. This follows a similar order from the Adams County Health Department. The state is also threatening legal action. This comes after a new state law went into effect this week that allows Colorado to issue a $50,000 fine for being denied access to the facility.
People have been damaging flock cameras all across the country, and that includes right here in Colorado. The El Paso County Sheriff's Office says they have several active investigations into damaged cameras. Our sister station in Colorado Springs found 3 flock cameras that were cut down. The Fountain Police Department says it also had 4 cameras damaged. Now, our sister station also reached out to Colorado Springs Police, Pueblo Police, and the Pueblo County Sheriff's Office about this. None of those agencies have reported any intentionally damaged cameras.
The cause of the fire that destroyed Denver's historic City Park bandstand remains a mystery. Denver Fire says its investigation into the March fire is complete, but they couldn't determine whether it was accidental or intentional. Now attention is turning to rebuilding the century-old gathering place. Denver Parks and Rec plans to demolish what's left of the bandstand and build a new one. The proposed design is inspired by the bandstand's 1924 look, with a similar roof and columns, while adding better accessibility and a bigger stage. Historic Denver was among the community stakeholders involved in developing the design.
The most important piece about this is just it being a community gathering place. And the community's made it known that this particular place within the park is really important to them.
Historic Denver says the new design will also consider more fire-resistant materials, additional security, and surveillance. The proposal goes before the Denver Landmark Preservation Commission on Tuesday. The city says the bandstand is expected to be ready for next summer's City Park Jazz season.
The city of Golden announced yesterday that it fired Fire Chief Casey Beal. Beal had been on administrative leave since August the 3rd as the city evaluated leadership and personnel matters following a racist incident at a Golden fire station. Back in March, someone hung a doll depicting Snoop Dogg by its neck. The city manager of Golden, Scott Vargo, also lost his job because of this. Golden City Council unanimously voted to fire Vargo this week, saying his response to the incident was inadequate. Meanwhile, Deputy Fire Chief Sean Jones will now serve as interim fire chief.